All right, we're back for the part 1 of the adventure play of Paranoia. So we'll get you all squared away. We are not rules experts by any stretch of the imagination. So we may look some things up from here and there, and may do some things wrong. But hey, this game's all about chaos and fun, and we may make things up on the fly. But
and you guys paid for this.
That's right. So before we get started, we do have one thing that we needed to do. We need to change one of the adjectives on each of your character sheets. This is one of the things in Paranoia that lets the DM sort of screw stuff around. GM, I should say. So, Bill, we're going to change one of your adjectives. Roy? Reckless. I'm sorry, I should probably say your names. So, Roy, we're changing reckless to meticulous.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Oh, really? So Roy becomes more and more like Bill.
Helpful and traitorous?
So, Elena, who is playing That's What.
That's What.
We are going to change inappropriate to proper.
Oh, gosh, no! Never.
And That's What becomes more and more less like Elena.
Emily, who's playing Can, we're changing helpful to hindering.
Oh, no!
Awesome.
And Leland, who is, what is your name again?
Throbby or
Dare.
TR?
Okay.
TR is good.
Oh,
Let's
sorry.
go with TR.
Okay. On yours, we're changing aggressive to complacent.
Oh.
Oh.
I
That's a
can
big
definitely
change
do
to TR.
complacent. I mean,
I cannot do proper, you guys.
I'm still
This is gonna
friends
be
with
bad.
the 4 years. So.
So you're
Ooh.
commandeering, direct, and complacent.
Complacent.
Oh, God.
Okay. How the fuck do I do that?
How am I... Ugh. Inappropriate was what made my character funny. Oh, gosh.
Okay, so let's do a little recap of where we left off. You guys are all troubleshooters, and you're in Alpha Complex. Just a little background for everybody again. Alpha Complex is like a compound or a place that was set up after an apocalypse happened at some point in time. The computer runs Alpha Complex. It was meant to be a short-term situation, but it ended up going on for far, far longer than anybody expected. Actually, due to a computer glitch in the year 214, they no longer count years. So nobody knows. Every year is 214. Nobody has any idea how long this has actually been going on. And due to that fact, the computer is, for the name of the game, maybe a little bit paranoid. It tries to run everything to help the citizens of Alpha Complex, but like an old phone or an old laptop that's been used for way, way too long, it can be glitchy and have issues with it.
Can we turn the GM in for being a traitor?
No. So therefore, if something's going wrong in Alpha Complex, it's obviously not the computer's problem, as your old laptop would also think. It is due to traitors, mutants, communists, anything else. So it's got to be some other reason. And you guys, as troubleshooters, are to go out and find and fix these problems, or be sent on missions to fix these problems. So, as we said after the character creation, you guys have just returned from one of those situations that had to do with a mop, which ended up being a gunfight involved, but that's all water under the bridge now. You have returned back to the debriefing room to talk about completing your mission, and when you come into the debriefing room, you see that it is just packed full of tons of different size and shaped boxes, and everything's all over the place. The briefing room is a large room. The walls are patched and painted. You can see it's been painted a number of times over from bullet shots into the wall have been patched over. The layers of patchwork and everything is all crumbly, and The room sort of smells like a mixture of bleach and old SpaghettiOs. Kind of just a nasty, pukey smell.
That's
But
disgusting.
floor tiles are sort of uneven, and things are maybe some wires sticking out from under the light switch. So you sort of get the idea of the state that the place is in. But it's been patched up. It looks pretty good, but overall you can tell it's not that great. So inside there's a whole bunch of boxes, and you walk into the room and you see a guy that is in a yellow jumpsuit, and he is holding a clipboard.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty good just standing here.
Yeah, he walks over to you and he says, yeah, you guys, you're the ones. Take all these boxes, put them in the trucks, and take them to the warehouse.
Okay, we can do that.
This clipboard has pages, like 100 pages, of all these little checked off items in the boxes, down to the very minute detail of paperclip 18634, paperclip 18635. They're everything on this list here, and they hand it over to you, and he goes, "Yeah, it's supposed to be there like yesterday, so get it there now."
Okay, I take the clipboard.
Yeah, don't worry. This is exactly right up my alley. We got this.
Yes, okay,
I'll make
so-
sure that it goes
No,
perfectly
Can,
fine.
I think this needs to be done properly. I need the clipboard.
No, it's my clipboard. We're gonna organize this. We're gonna go through all these boxes, make sure that everything on this list is here.
I
And
like
then
that
we
you're
can start
organized,
moving
but
it.
I don't know that you're going to follow proper protocols. So.
Of course, I'm gonna follow proper protocols.
You're making me so anxious right now.
I think we can all work together and get this done properly.
Of
Hey,
course,
guys,
we can work
you're-
together. We're gonna do this.
But
We're gonna do
it's
it right.
not just properly; it's perfectly.
You don't understand what's happening here. Whoever gets their truck filled first is going to get Friend Computer to really think they're okay.
Well, that's going to be us.
Where are the trucks?
That's what starts picking up boxes.
Right out there.
Properly and perfectly picking up boxes.
Wait, did you check to make sure everything that's on the list is there?
You know what? I think I can figure this out. I'm pretty good at this.
I'm gonna grab like 5 pieces of paper off the checkboard or clipboard and hand them to. That's what. Here, you check these and make sure that everything that's on every one of these items is checked off.
As much as I hate listening to you, sure. Let's do this properly.
Properly and punctually.
Okay?
I think that's a good idea, Can. Do you want to give me some papers?
Here, I'll give you 2.
Only 2?
I think that's probably that's good for you. I think 2 is good.
I'm quite good at this sort of thing, but...
Get going then. Go.
Okay,
Get your stuff
okay.
done. Okay, that's what, and Roy, let's get going on this.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Okay, so there's a myriad of boxes. Some are gigantic, some are small, some are shoebox sized. It's all over the place. Some look like they have the tops ripped off of them. Some of them look wet on the bottom. So, I mean, you have to really get moving on these things. So, how would you like to go about it?
That's what is not touching any box that is wet or damaged and is taking the smallest boxes possible and stacking them very carefully and perfectly and properly in the truck.
So there are 4 trucks out there.
Yes.
Which one do you want? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Let's go with 4. That is a very good number.
Okay.
And I start with the smallest items first because I think I'm being proper. And that sounds terrible though, but yeah.
So you head out, you open up the back of this small looking, sort of like a mailman's type of little
Sure.
transport vehicle. And you open it up, and in the back you see there are open shelves across, so you can start stacking your small boxes into
Okay.
those open shelves pretty easily.
Okay.
But there's really no way to tie them down or anything. It just looks like you might need to really figure out a way to keep those things from falling all, because you can't lose any of this. Every item
will-
here is very important.
Very properly and like a perfectionist play Tetris with all these boxes and get them fit perfectly.
Okay, Can?
Soon as she puts one of the boxes in her truck, I'm going to follow behind her, and when she turns to go get another box, I'm going to grab her box, quickly look through it to make sure everything's in there, and put it in my truck.
Okay, how are you going to make sure everything's in there?
I'm just going to open it up
Yep.
and look in
Can't.
there. You went back to get another box.
Frick.
And I'm going to look at my list on my clipboard.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to randomly check stuff off.
Okay. Are you going to do anything with the boxes that you're checking? Or are you just checking her work?
I'm going to put her boxes in my truck.
Which truck do you want? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Okay, so you open the back of your truck up. There's no shelves. It's just an open backed thing. So you could just lay them in there, but everything's going to slide around for sure.
Okay, if I find any tape or any kind of bungee cords, I will try and connect the boxes to each other, like tape them together.
Okay. Let's go to Roy. What are you doing?
Roy's spending quite a long amount of time studying the pages that that he was given. He wants to make sure that he's fully aware of everything that's on the list. He does not want to make any mistakes. And then once he's confident that he has near memorized everything on these pages, he's going to start looking for the things that are on the page in the boxes.
Okay, so this is you can go over, open one of these things up, and you'll see you'll start flipping through the pages and pages and pages, and you'll see, there are stapler, green stapler with staples in it, green stapler with staples not in it listed, and as you go through, it takes a lot of time for you to be able to dig through this. So
he's getting a little bit stressed out, to be honest, at the sheer overwhelming number of different items and the fact that he needs to make sure that they match what he has on his page.
And you do notice on the side of some of the boxes it says 4XAF Barracks Relics. Throbby?
So I didn't get any pages, but that's okay, I didn't answer any. And he's just kind of been surveying these 3. And he just says, as they're working, "You're dumb, you're scrawny, you're useless. I will take the grossest, biggest boxes and throw them into truck number 1.
So you go grab those and you're starting to pull those out. And the biggest, grodiest ones, we're going to say, let's give me a roll of, let's do brains and operate. We're going to see if you can pull these boxes out without anything just sort of falling out all over the place.
Well, that means my dice pool is a big fat 0.
0. Okay, so roll the. The way we're going to play this is you're going to just roll the computer die.
Oh.
If you get a 6, you will draw attention to the computer and you will face the consequences of failure.
My computer die I've selected for this one mini campaign is my Bloody Jungle colored die. Thought that was fitting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's a 1.
It's a 1. Okay, so you pick the biggest, grodiest boxed up. You lift it up, and everything that was in the sides just come up. The bottom stays where it is, and everything just sort of rolls out all over the floor.
No!
I mean, there are little tiny pieces of things, and then they're like printer ink things fall out over, and blood, stuff goes all over top of it, and it's just a mess.
Roy, I found your pages. Everything you need is right here. Pick them up, load to your own truck.
TR, what?
I'll move on to another box.
What have you done? Look at the mess. This won't
do this?
This will not do at all.
Speaking of how could he do this, Can, have you been stealing my packages?
Did you see what TR just did? Look, there's stuff everywhere. We have to pick this
perfectly in my truck. And they're gone.
We need to pick all this up. Okay. That's what. Why don't you pick up the stuff that's on the left side, and Roy, you pick up the stuff that's on the right stuff.
Computer.
Okay, so each of you have in your head you have a cerebral cortex, which is like you can see inside of it, sort of like Terminator, and you can do things like order stuff. You can spend experience points to have stuff delivered to you or whatever, and you can also call friend computer if you want to draw his attention. Would you like to draw his attention?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so let's mark off a point of moxie.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing there? That's what, right?
Yes, that's what.
See, you guys are doing a good job. You picking this stuff up, you putting it in the trucks like you're supposed to?
Well, I'm calling you because there are issues. The lady with the clipboard is obviously not doing her job. She is stealing my perfectly packed
I putting
package.
stuff in the truck.
We can't have
I put my
stealing.
perfectly packed packages in the back of my truck, and you took my perfectly packed packages.
I put them in the back of the proper truck.
Are you sure about that? Because you gave me the sheets right here.
Yeah, those were things that were on my sheets, so I made sure they were in my truck.
I would like to use a mutant power.
Okay.
Just like that.
Right in front of the computer.
So
your options are, tell us what you want to do.
all right, so obviously, we kind of discussed off mic that we weren't gonna go off mic moments because they were so small or kind of thing. So we're just gonna roll with it. So I have the mutant power called Puppeteer. I will spend 1 moxie to telepathically control a single limb from another clone within my line of sight.
Uh-oh.
It's difficult to possess more than 1 limb or to have them perform precise tasks, but you can do it at a stretch. So all I would like to do is have Can's hand holding the clipboard, throw it at That's What.
Yes.
Oh, no.
All right, so you do that. It does happen, and you see that the clipboard comes over and it hits you. You don't do any damage, but
I attempt to grab it.
you attempt to grab it as it's flying in the air.
Like once it hits
Catch it?
me. Yeah, like catch it. Yeah.
Okay, so then we're gonna do a roll. Let's do.
Okay.
How about?
It's a little hoops.
Why don't you tell me what you think would be
athletics
what you would like to
for
use?
sure.
Okay.
Maybe mechanics and athletics.
All right, that sounds good to me. That makes sense.
So if that is a total of 5, what do I roll?
So
Like 5
you'll
dice?
have 5 dice. Those are both positive numbers.
Yes. Yep.
So you're going to roll 5 6-sided die and the computer die,
And the computer die. Okay.
and you are going any 5s and 6s that you get will result in positive outcomes or in a positive.
I don't want to lose a limb already.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to set the. I'm going to set your difficulty level to a 1. So you need 1 success to be able to do this. It's a relatively simple thing.
Okay. The computer rolled a 2.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Well, if you had rolled a 6, you would draw the attention of the computer, and he would interact. He's already interacting with you.
Correct.
Right now, though, so.
Okay. I did draw roll 1 6. The rest are under 5.
That's all you needed was 1 success. So you do. How did you want to describe what happened?
I think that Emily's hand, frisbee-like, with 100 pages, just with that wrist action, chucks the spiraling clipboard at my head, and it could totally sever it, except for I athletically put my hand up and catch it. Right in front of my face.
Awesome. Okay, so you do, and you catch, and none of the papers even blow in the wind. I mean, it's snap right. You catch it immediately.
And I just take a big sigh.
Yes,
Finally,
I meant
someone
to do
can
that.
this
I
properly.
meant to give you that clipboard.
I asked for this clipboard. Excuse
Yes,
me.
and I purposely
Computer,
gave
put
that
that
to
on
you.
the record. I asked for this clipboard, so this could be properly done.
Yeah, hey guys, this is all nice and stuff, but do we have a problem here?
No problem.
I mean,
That's
look
what
at this
are
mess,
you?
Mr. Computer.
Are you accusing Can of maybe not being what she says she is?
Well, you saw the way she threw that clipboard.
I was being helpful. I was giving her the clipboard that she wanted.
I did ask for the clipboard, but not like that.
It was the fastest way to get it to you.
Computer, I called you here because it's a mess, and I needed to be in charge because I know how you want these things loaded.
She's not doing her job properly.
Oh,
Well-
oh really?
Yes.
What would make you say that, Can?
She wasn't stacking things properly in her truck.
No, I indeed was stacking them very properly. It was like
Then why did I need to go in and redo
sardines
it?
in a can. You went in
Look,
there and
look.
stole from my truck.
Hey guys, we got to get the stuff to the warehouse, right? Do we all agree?
Yes.
So I'm going to
I
give
agree.
you guys a couple treason stars there. One for you,
Oh,
and you
no.
see a little star pop up in your viewfinder. And other people that, if you look her up, you'll see there's a little star listed above her, and also for both Can and That's What. These are just little reminders that everybody here is supposed to be happy, and we're all supposed to be helping each other, right?
Well,
right?
Computer,
Yes, so
I
happy.
called you here to bring this to your attention, and you give me a star for it?
Yeah, computer, I think that's fair. That's very fair of you. Thank you for
fair.
your help.
Can I just be loading boxes this whole time, trying to get my truck
Yes.
finished first? Okay.
Absolutely.
It's covered in slop.
So what you're saying is you're not being treated fairly there. Why don't you just go ahead and give yourself another one of them treason stars to go along? Because I don't think that you're fully understanding. Are you happy here? Are we not providing everything that you need?
I'm filling my truck now, too. I'm just working.
That's what are you?
Computer, all I try is to be loyal to you.
Yeah, I can see that.
What's so funny, Emily?
You're back-talking the computer!
I'm explaining myself to it.
You're back-talking. Go on, explain.
This is what I did with my parents. Is it not going to work out for me?
I know John so much better than you do. But you go ahead, you try your way.
John is not the computer. The computer
So
is
like
the computer.
like you're saying here. No, I am here to help you. I want to make sure you're happy. Are you happy?
I wasn't happy, but I have this clipboard now, so I am much more happy.
Fantastic. I like to see all the citizens happy.
Can I get a happiness
And,
star, please?
we don't give out happiness stars, but I'll tell you what I will do. If you get your truck loaded up faster than these other guys, I will make you my number one.
I mean, okay, fine. I was on my way, but thanks, Can, for stealing
All
things
right.
out of my truck. Yes.
She doesn't sound happy to me.
Anything else you guys just give me a
I don't
call
think
and I'll
she's
be
happy.
here.
I don't think she's happy. I think she's lying to you.
Oh, yeah?
I'm starting to move boxes to my truck.
She sounds
Very
like she's
quickly.
very unhappy to me.
Why would she be unhappy? It seems like you guys got a goal and an objective here, and
I'm very happy. She doesn't sound
I'm
happy
walking
to
by
me.
with my box saying, nothing to see here, I'm just a little anxious, sorry, stressed.
Actually,
do my
Can she
yoga.
seems to be very efficient in the
She
in the
said
task at
she's
hand.
anxious and stressed.
Oh.
It's okay. I just sometimes get a little anxious. It's okay. I'm much more happy now. Let's go.
Oh, that's what I don't like, people that are anxious and stressed. We don't need anxious and stressed here.
Just kill me off now. Let's end this podcast.
Can you? Well, I just want to make sure you're okay, right? I mean, my job is to make sure that you're doing all right and not stressed. Are you stressed out?
Yes, I'm stressed out.
Oh, what's stressing you out?
I mean, just if from the very beginning, if I could have gotten this clipboard from Can, I feel like.
Oh, okay. Well,
Can
let's get that clipboard out of your. We don't need you to have that clipboard if it's stressing you out.
No, I'll take
and
it.
the clipboard.
Thank you, computer.
Instantly.
No. Having the clipboard is what's making me less stressed out. That's what you don't understand.
So what you're saying is this clipboard stressing you out
It stressed
by
me out
having
that I
it
didn't have
or
it.
not having it?
Yes.
This is quite a dilemma that you've got yourself into.
It's okay,
So
computer.
we're
I
gonna-
got this. I can do this. I can do this.
The clipboard in your hand instantly pixelates so you can't really see what it is anymore. There. That'll make it better. That way you have it, but it's not stressing you out.
Okay, so I just start picking boxes. I just start picking boxes at random without knowing what needs to be in that truck.
My job here is done. You guys, when you get done, go have a nice cup of hot brown on me. And the computer.
Thank you,
blinks out.
computer.
Thank you, computer.
Yeah, thank you. But I am picking boxes at random, but I am stacking them in a very precise manner. To the millimeter, they are perfectly stacked.
Okay, so Throbby, you've been doing quite a good job while this is going on. What truck did you pick?
Number one.
So when you open it up, you'll see there is a lot, just filled with these like longa burger basket type of things all throughout the truck. They're not very good as far as being stackable. Some are round, some are square, and you're taking the boxes in, and of course the boxes don't fit in very well. So it is quite a mess, but you do actually get about half of your truck filled up.
Great.
But it is very, sporadic, and pieces are falling around here and there on the ground as you do that.
I'm chucking stuff in my truck now. I'm just throwing it in there.
I am continuing to be meticulous, and I've accomplished very little.
Okay, Roy. So are you marking things off on your sheet?
Yes, absolutely. As I find one of the things on the clipboard, I mark it off very carefully, and then I take that one thing and bring it into the truck, and then start again, surveying the clipboard to look for another thing.
So roll me a 6-sided die, just one 6-sided die.
It's a 4.
Okay, after about 20 minutes, you find 4 items on your list. You have how many pages did you give him?
I got 2 pages.
2 pages. So there's probably 60 or 70 things per page.
Okay, that feels like a good pace to Roy.
You are really
Really quick.
making some headway there. Okay, so you guys keep on working on this for a while, and what seems to be a very, very long time, but Throbby, you get your truck filled faster than anybody else. So as you come back, are you going to help anybody else, or what are you going to do when your truck's filled up?
I am just going to continuously berate the others of the job they are doing and being as slow as they are. You know, quote unquote, being helpful for them.
You could help load my truck, you know.
Well, then how would you learn?
Well,
I
you know,
mean-
you've got a good point, TR. I'm not sure I really want help because this job has to be done properly, and I really question whether you did your job. But you couldn't have
you
possibly
think you're
finished it
proper.
that quickly and have done a good job.
I'm quite happy with the job I've done.
Well, we'll see about that.
Do you guys think that he's a mutant? That's how he got it done so fast?
Oh.
Why on earth would you think that? That's ridiculous.
just-
Three of you have sit here gabbing.
I mean,
just
wait,
wondered.
how much is your truck got in it, Roy?
Well, I have been.
And what about you, Can?
I don't know how full is my truck? About half full?
Yeah, you're probably about 3/4 full, maybe, and the same with That's What. Roy still just has a small,
Like a 12? Okay.
A few boxes.
Yeah, I
How
may
did he
only
get
have
his
a-
truck full so much faster than us.
Exactly. I understand what you're saying. I don't think Roy's a mutant. There's no way.
I'm just. I like to do
Too
a job
slow.
I'd like to do a job well and make sure that it is done properly and precisely.
I mean, I appreciate that. That turns me on right there. But I just feel like
Excuse me?
Throbby.
There will. Sorry, your character is female, right, Elena? And Roy is male?
I feel like when we did character creation,
You said your
I
character was
decided
undecided, I
question
think,
mark.
Elena.
Oh, okay. So mine is. Yeah, I'm not.
But
I'm
every
not
time he
binary.
says the word proper, I've got a
remember-
little.
Sexuality doesn't exist.
heterosexual contact is forbidden.
Oh, frick.
Homosexual. Or,
right,
yeah,
let's
homosexual is just wrestling.
Let's
Exactly.
just. Let's just. All right, whatever. Continue.
Okay,
I said
so
what I said.
So Throbby, while you're standing there just giving them all kinds of hell, up on your eyeball, which is your cerebral screen, pops up a little card that pops up and goes bing, says you are number 1, and a little picture of you comes up on everybody else's screen that says you are standing near number 1, and it's a little picture of him. And the computer comes on and says, "Hey, buddy. Throbby, you're doing a fantastic job there. I just wanted to reward you, let you know you're number 1. Hoping for the best here. You guys really got to get these packages to the warehouse. Don't let me down, friend."
Of course not, computer. I was just about to help them. And I will start picking up boxes and helping them finish our trucks.
You'll help us now. I think.
So-
I
I've
think
been helping the whole
maybe
time.
this mutant should help our slowest. It's just
It's
proper.
very disparaging remarks. I do take incredible offense. Please, you'll have to refrain using that language any further. Or I will have to speak to the computer about your
Help
slander.
me with my truck. We can get this done. Let's get this done.
Yes.
I think Roy needs all the help he can get.
Well,
Well, if we get
See-
the other 2 trucks filled, then we can put all the rest in his truck.
I just want to make sure that I have the right packages in the right place.
All right, I continue to move packages because I'm not about to be slowed down by this business.
I will help Can fill her truck.
So eventually you guys get all the trucks filled up, and you notice that there is a second, or another truck in the back that is really for you guys because you can't fit inside the truck. But as you are putting the last boxes in, you see a guy come up with a bunch of guys with guns around him, and he walks up and he says to you guys, "What are you doing here?"
We're filling the trucks with these boxes and items.
"Why?"
We were told to. We have a
Yeah.
clipboard.
The computer.
These boxes are evidence.
Well,
Where are
we
you taking
had a
it?
clipboard.
We're taking them to the warehouse.
Why would you be taking this evidence to the warehouse? This is obviously, this is from Barracks 4XAF. This, when it was destroyed, this is, it's by terrorist or whoever. We need this as evidence. You can't take this to the warehouse. Who told you to take this to the warehouse?
Well, friend computer did.
And guy in the yellow jumpsuit.
Okay, so then these guys start pointing their weapons at you, and you see this little robot come up, and it looks like a big sort of machine on, maybe a copy machine on wheels type of thing, and a little slot opens up, and out shoots a clipboard, and a guy catches it in his hand and looks at it. He goes, "No, I don't see any records of any of that. This," and he starts flipping through the pages. He goes, "What is there? Look, there's stuff over there in the ground. Pick all this up and get it in the boxes. Put it in the trucks. Then you're all coming down to it, the internal security evidence locker, and we're all going to talk about this and why you're trying to conceal evidence."
We're not trying to conceal evidence.
I would never try to conceal evidence.
You know, sir, now that you mention it, I may have a box that would interest you.
What are you talking about?
Well, I noticed a box when, I have this clipboard here, and, friend computer said that this clipboard is what I need to use to make sure that I pack all the right things. But I came across one box when I was making sure that I was packing all the right things and not the wrong things. And this box said 4XAF Barracks Relics. Does that sound like something you might be looking for?
They're not relics. It's evidence. And right at this time, pops up on all of your screens. You see a guy, name underneath of it, it says, "Gonna be good." Comes up, and it says warehouse manager underneath. He goes, "Where are you guys? You were supposed to be here hours ago." Warehouse manager 749921.
I don't trust
This
these
guy's.
You have that on your screen, and then the guy in front of you, who is named Leave and Be Gone, is standing in front of you going with guns pointed at you, saying, "Get the stuff in the truck. We're going down to internal security. What are you waiting for?"
The manager says it needs to go to the warehouse.
What manager?
What was his name again?
Gonna be good.
Gonna be good.
Wait, what? How do you know that? I mean, he's looking at you for a minute, and he realizes that you are talking to somebody in your cerebral cortex. And he goes, "Okay, we'll take care of this." He types some stuff into a thing on his arm, and boop, all of a sudden he pops in, and it creates a conference call. And there's about 16 people in this conference call. He is in there, Gonna Be Gone is in there. There are a couple scrub bots in there, along with all the guys that are standing behind you with guns. And also the people in the next room over in the cafeteria area who are all infrared people. So your screen suddenly fills up completely where you can't see anything out in front of you except all of these different things. "Okay, who the hell's a warehouse manager here?" "It's me. They're supposed to be bringing this stuff here. This is evidence. The bunker was destroyed. This is clearly evidence that needs to be taken. You have no right to be able to take this stuff to any kind of warehouse." But these things are relics from the destruction of. When we rebuild the barracks, there's going to be a celebration, and we're all going to bring out all these items that were saved, and any item saved is one that terrorists did not destroy. This is a wonderful thing for Alpha Complex.
I can't help but side with that point. That makes sense.
They're going back and forth, arguing, and during this time, you see all of the people over in the cafeteria area are listening in and talking about beverages and trying to figure out what's going on. What do you do?
I think I'd like to just get into the truck that we're supposed to get into.
Okay, so you start to walk over to the truck, and Leave and Be Gone goes, Hey, come back here.
I
and
comply.
He draws you back in closer, and he goes, he sort of whispers over to one of his guards, and he says, "Hey, those guys in the other room, they don't have the clearance for this conversation. Go take care of it. You guys, go with them."
Can I pull out we have red guns, right?
You have red
All
guns.
right, I'm drawing my gun, man.
Which direction are we going?
As a reminder, you can only see through little tiny slots in between each one of the screens. So any way that you walk,
You're gonna run into
you
something.
will be running into. I'm going to have you roll.
Okay, I will pull out my gun and I'll follow along as best I can.
Okay, so if you look at the monitors, like we're looking at each other right now, you can see the other gunmen moving and walking in and going towards doors, and you can sort of, by looking at everybody else's monitor, sort of figure out what's going on. Leave and Be Gone and Gonna Be Good are arguing very loudly, so you really can't hear anything except them arguing back and forth on where these items need to go. And if you watch, you can see one of the guards finally makes it through the door after smacking against a wall a number of times and opens up, and you see these guys working on these food dispensers, and you see them all start to follow into the room. So if you guys want to follow in,
Yeah.
I need you all to give me checks.
Okay.
Before we do that, how far are we from the trucks right now?
The trucks are probably, 30 feet away.
How well could I see truck number 4?
You don't see anything very well. You would be at a distinct disadvantage.
Okay.
The only thing you can probably guide yourself with is looking at other people's screens and try to figure out where you are relative to them. So if they turn around and look at you, you see yourself, you'll sort of know.
Is there a way to turn this
Approximately
conference
where
call
you are.
off?
You do not have the ability to turn the conference call off. It was started by Gonna Be Good, but Leave and Be Gone obviously has a much higher security level and could come into the conference call, and he's now in control. And everybody near him is on the call.
Can, look at me. Find me.
I see you.
And I see you. You can see
Okay.
you in me seeing you now. And I,
Yes.
the same.
Can you turn around? And I'll see the back of you, and I can follow. No, because
Then who the hell will I follow?
What's- Yeah.
That doesn't work. We have to face each other. Can we walk sideways that way?
One of us will walk backwards. You can see past the one more walking back. I'll walk backwards. You look past
Okay.
me, meaning you're looking forward.
Okay, that
You
sounds
must
good.
guide
Okay. All right.
So you're going back to back with each other to try
Like
to...
nose to
Face to
nose
face.
kind of thing. Yeah. So.
And he's walking backwards, and I'm
Yeah.
following.
And you're headed for the door.
Yes.
Yes, for following these guards. Yeah.
Okay, so I need you guys to tell me what you want to do for a skills check to be able to make it to the door.
Oh.
I have brains and alpha complex. No, my knowledge of my surroundings.
I like it. I like that.
Okay, so that would give me a total of 7 dice.
All right, so I'm going to give you a -4 to those due to the fact that you are, even though you're using a lot of ingenuity in trying to figure out how to do this, you still are trying to work through 2 little tiny slits between each one of these conference calls. And it's also getting very heated. They're yelling back and forth. You're also hearing the people talk about the beverages, along with the guards that are yelling at each other to get into the room and smacking into walls. So everything is relative chaos right now. So you get -4 on your node. That would give you 3 dice to roll.
Plus my computer die.
And you're going to need a 2.
I have 2 5s.
You do it. You sort of navigate you around. Now, are you touching Throbby as you move towards? Are you grasping Throbby as you move towards the door, or are you just pushing?
I probably have
Stroking.
my hands on his shoulders,
Okay.
so I can kind of direct him which way to
Throbby,
turn.
I need you to give me 2 checks and to see if you are going to be able to help or hinder her.
Am I making my own case here?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you fail, we're gonna give you the title ED instead of TR.
Emily Detmer?
Yeah.
Well,
Emergency department?
there's
Hi.
I don't know what to
Energy
use.
drink.
My athletics is 0. How about some chutzpah and athletics?
Ooh. I like athletics. Let's see. I would say, how about we go mechanics?
Okay. That gives me 1 dice.
All right. So you'll have a -2 to your, or sorry, -4 to your node. So that gives you a -3 overall.
Oh, no.
To be able to do it. So you're going to roll 3 dice, and then you need 5s and 6s.
I got nothing. And my computer die was only a 2.
So as she starts moving towards you and starts directing you a little bit, you sort of slip up, you fall down, you grab onto her as she grabs onto you. You both roll in through the door, knocking down one of the guards that falls on top of you, and drawing the attention of the guys that are working over on the food machines. So now everything's just sort of a chaos because you really don't know. You're looking up at the air. You see 2 or 3 of the cameras are now looking at walls and the floor and the ceiling. And you guys see this all happening. So what do Roy and That's What want to do?
So I'm going to try and convince That's What that we should do this as well. I noticed that she was a little bit nervous earlier. So I'm going to try and kind of charm her and win her over to cooperating with me.
Okay. How would you like to do that?
Just with words.
Okay. Good luck.
That's what. Can you hear me? I'm right over here. It's me, Roy.
Where?
Well, you just have to listen for my voice. I know this is very overwhelming. I can't see much. You can't see much. We all can't see much. But I think we can work together on this. And I have an idea. Maybe we can kind of do a little bit of what TR and Can are doing.
What did they do, though? I just want my cup of brown.
I know.
He promised me a cup of brown. I'm just like rocking on the ground.
I think we can work together and put our heads together. And if you look at me and I look at you,
I don't want to work with you. You're like the worst and so slow.
Well, you know what? Being slow isn't always bad because it means that we can be more careful and nothing bad will happen.
Okay, well.
So if you look until you can try to look at me where my voice is, I will look at you.
Where's your voice?
Well, just listen for it.
Yeah.
So look.
I hear you in both my ears. What does that even mean?
Look this way, and I will look your way.
What's this way?
So I want you to give me. I want That's What to give me a check on brains and, let's say, science.
Yeah, well, that's a big old 00.
Okay, and in conflict, I want to have Roy do charm and chutzpah.
Perfect. So
Another 00.
So I have no. That's what I was.
Okay.
That's what I was going
We'll start
for.
with Roy. We'll start with Roy. What's your dice pool?
I have a 2 in chutzpah and a +5 in charm.
Oh, nice.
Seven die and a computer die.
I feel like you should be able to talk smoother than that.
So let's give it a roll.
Does Bill need an upgrade?
I'm gonna give you a difficulty challenge of. Well, it's opposing. I'm sorry.
So I have 3 5s and 6s, and the computer die is a 4.
So that's what you have a 0. You said.
I have just straight up zeros in both categories.
So I'm gonna give you a one die to roll because I feel that you've already established that you don't particularly care much for him. So he's gonna have to work a little harder for that. So if you roll 1 die and a computer die.
1 die and a computer die.
Yep. If you get the 1, you're gonna be able to.
Computer rolls a 1,
yep.
And I roll a 5.
So you sort of decide to follow along with him. You think he's got a good plan. Yeah.
All right. Okay, Roy. Fine. Here, and I stick my hands up in the air, lift me up, pick me up. I'm just. Oh, I can't even. My legs, they're so shaky.
Well, it's important that you have to look towards me because I can't see very well unless we're both looking at each other.
Okay, well, I'm waving my arms in the air. Help me up.
Okay, so I do my best to look towards the direction of her voice.
So are you basically picking her up and using her like a camera?
Well, I'm hoping to replicate what Can and TR have done.
So what you saw them do was they sort of were from your perspective and camera view, they were just both looking at each other very closely, nose to
Right.
nose.
Yeah.
So it was their faces were right up on the screen.
I'm hoping to be able to get close enough to find her and be able to face her and get close to her.
You are doing such.
Okay, so if I'm able to do that, then I'll certainly help her up.
So you guys are going to try to do the same thing. Go into the door.
I'm going to try to navigate
All right.
that way.
So, what would you like to use to navigate yourself?
So we're like nose to nose, staring at
nose
each
to
other,
I think
deeply in each other's eyes, and I look at him and I say,
deeply into 16 other people's views.
staring deeply into 16 other people's viewpoints, but I know his eyes, and I'm like, talk proper to me again.
Well, now, that's what I know that this is a little bit stressful for you, but
I just love it when you talk proper to me.
just pay very close attention to my voice, focus on me, and I think we can do this. So I'm hoping to use psychology.
Okay.
Because I have to kind of work around her, her nerves.
Absurdity.
Fair enough. I like it.
And chutzpah. Don't like that noise.
I don't think chutzpah really. Maybe I would say more brains.
Okay, sure, that's fair. So then I have a total of 4.
Four die.
That's right.
And a computer die. Okay.
So computer die is 1, and I got 2 successes.
Awesome. Okay, so you grab on and you're face to face and you're sort of navigating around. You're bumping into some of the guards. You sort of hit the corner of the door a little bit and roll in. Your foot hits a big pile of people, but you sort of navigate yourself around, and now you're in the room with these other guards that are also in front of you and behind you, some falling over, the others that are laying on the ground, and you sort of see all this stuff happening on your view screen. It just looks like a pile of chaos. And you see 4 people that are standing over by the food vats. And what you see on that viewpoint is a whole pile of bodies and people falling over each other and falling into the room and rolling around. Okay, so you still see on 2 of the screens the 2 people arguing back and forth and getting angrier and angrier, and it's getting, the sound is elevating. You can't really hear much of anything that's what's going on. And suddenly you hear a shot fire, and one of the infrareds falls.
Oh, I don't know. What was that noise? I don't know if I can do this.
Someone make sure the body is away from the food machines. It's not hygienic.
What do they mean about, like, take care of them? I want to be loyal to the computer, but...
What are you talking about? Get your gun out. Start firing.
Okay, then they start firing back.
Okay. I whip my gun out anxiously.
The infrared start firing back?
Yeah, we're gonna start with Leland. We're gonna start with Robbie, and we're gonna go around the table. So, what would you like to do, Robbie?
Yeah, I'll fire the closest one I can see then.
Okay. You're firing at
the infrared.
The guys. Okay. All right. Let's. How do you want to do it? Probably guns, I would assume.
Actually, not that great. Guns are not that great.
You're welcome, buddy.
Here's what I'm gonna go a little alternative route. I would like to start firing, but just to make it look like I am being, I'm going along with what I'm supposed to be doing. So
Being complacent.
I don't necessarily want to hit anybody. So I would like to incorporate my bluff skill here somewhere, and I guess violence. I mean, does it have to be?
So
violence?
you're not actually firing, or you are going to fire in a?
I'd like to shoot, but I don't really care if I hit. I just want to make it look like I'm very enthusiastic about gunning down the people we were told to take care of. So I don't care if I hit.
Yep.
But I am firing my gun.
All right. So what's your node? What'd you say you wanted to bluff and
I would like
violence?
to bluff and I guess violence.
It has to be violence.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I thought.
All right. And what's that number?
So that's a total of 8.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a -6 because you're on the ground and you have no idea where you're shooting because you're looking at a bunch of monitors. Unless you can explain to me somehow how you're going to have some kind of accuracy of being inaccurate.
Well, hear me out here. Okay, so these infrareds are sitting at these food machines, right?
Yeah, they're behind tables and by these.
Now, I am a science and hygiene officer. Do I have some type of innate, knowledge of these machines themselves? Meaning, if I could see a piece of the machine, I could get a little bit of a better orientation of where, in relation to the viewpoint of that machine, is coming from, for me to line up a shot.
You should be a lawyer, Leland.
Yeah,
Yeah, these loopholes.
I like it just enough to do a -5
All
instead
right.
of -6. So that'll give you 3 dice and a computer die.
Okay. Now I got a single 5 and the computer die's only a 3.
Why are they continuing this conference call when they know that it's causing this?
You shoot, and you see it hit the machine.
Oh, damn it.
And the machine sort of explodes out.
Super
and,
hygienic.
yeah, all this bouncy, bubbly beverage comes shooting out all over the backs of these guys. And at that point in time, you do see one of the guards that was piled on with you push you over and shoot in the direction of That's What.
Oh, no.
The NPC is going to... So what I need from That's What is to give me some kind of... Explain to me how you would... what you're doing right now to see if you can avoid this.
What color jumpsuit is this guard wearing?
These guards are not wearing jumpsuits. They're in... they look like they're... they're goons as the way they're described.
Now,
But Leave and Be Gone is in that blue jumpsuit.
infrared is like, it's quite out of the chain, right?
It's the lowest.
Infrared
dirt,
is
man.
the lowest. That's why they're working on bouncy beverage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though we're only red, but they're still so far below us in Throbbie's mind.
Freaking
at
infrared.
least.
Oh yeah.
And at least 2 of them have guns for some reason,
Oh my.
Right?
which is treasonous.
Exactly. So using these cards that you've given us, John, does that use it up for good? It doesn't say.
It depends on what it is.
I have a card that says opposite day.
Okay.
So it's not that everything goes wrong with the action, more that the exact opposite of what the target wanted to happen happens instead. GM,
Okay.
get creative. It's a reaction, and I would like to use that.
So I'm going to say that you notice that this guard is pointing the gun, and based on what you can see from Roy's perspective, and definitely what you can see from Throbbie's perspective, is you feel that the gun is pointed at you. So you want to play that card as a reaction?
I would like to play opposite day. Yeah.
Okay, so what happens is you sort of fling back and you kick the gun. You kick his arm that's holding the gun, and the gun swings over and points directly at Roy.
Phew, I thought you were going to say me for sure. It's okay.
I
It's
knew,
just Roy.
I knew it was
It's
going to
okay.
be Roy. I knew it.
So Roy, the gun goes off, and Roy, you take 1 hurt damage. You are shot in the arm. So on your character sheet, mark hurt.
Oh, literally, there's just 4 steps to being dead.
Can
Hurt,
I,
injured,
can I play a
maimed, and
reaction?
dead.
You can.
There you go.
All right. I'm going to.
Back at me.
No.
I didn't know it was gonna be you, babe.
No, that's all right.
So that card is gone, by the way, Elena. You've used
It
that
is gone.
action.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. I didn't know.
And I'll give you more cards at the end of the combat.
So,
Sure.
Lucky Manual is a reaction. Play after an attack that causes damage. If it now causes no damage and instead destroys a piece of equipment carried by the target, the GM picks which piece of equipment.
Okay, so his gun explodes in his arm, ripping his hand clean off. And he goes screaming and rolling over onto the ground, holding this bloody stump. And now you can see from other people's perspective how terrible this looks. It's disgusting. And you see the blood just squirting out.
Roy's grinning a little bit.
Okay. So now we're going to go to... Actually, that was your reaction for That's What. So we're going to go to That What's turn.
This is the mop mess all over again.
So that's what still has a bunch of screens on her feed
Yeah,
or whatever.
you guys really are having a hell of a time figuring out. I'm giving you the somewhat of an advantage of you're learning how to look at other people's screens to figure out where you are relative to everything, but you don't know who's shooting what or what's going on for the most part. You do hear, Leave and Be Gone going, kill them, they know too much.
And as far as I know, Leave and Be Gone is a higher color and,
He's blue.
We were
Someone to be-
sent to take care of the infrareds.
Yeah, someone to be
So hopefully
listening
that's
to.
what he's talking about.
Yeah, the infrareds were brought up onto the screen as they were talking about the situation with the packages, which is, above their classification. So they can't be allowed to know.
All right, I gotta kill the
About those
witnesses
boxes.
because that is proper, and I want to do it well because I'm a perfectionist. So I'll take my red gun out, and I think that with my gun skill and my violence skill, I can just go crazy on these infrareds.
So you're trying to shoot the infrareds, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay. And
that is a 6 for me. Violence and guns.
are you gonna move out of this pile of people? Are you gonna do anything? Describe to me what you want to do.
I'm having a hard time remembering what the scene is like, to be honest, at this point.
Okay, so basically you were in this room that went through a door into this cafeteria style thing.
Yeah.
Think a lunchroom at high school, but a smaller version. And there's
Okay.
like a row of pop machines and little food machines in the court. And down and over by the pop machines are these 3 remaining infrareds. And over by the door,
Oh, there's only 3.
There's 3 now, and there's 3 or 4 guards, one with goons, I should say, one with no arms, screaming and rolling around on the floor, 2 that are laying down on the floor, along with Throbby and Can, and right now Roy is standing up next to the door, and you are standing next to him actually, because you didn't fall down.
I would like to take the high ground and run on top of this pile of bodies and get these infrareds good and gone.
Okay, so you look down through your viewfinder. Of course, you don't see anything.
Just trying to, yeah.
That way. So you really don't see anybody else looking down. The best you can do is see what the infrareds are looking from a distance and see yourself.
I see myself, yeah. So I'm trying to put myself in their perspective
Yep.
and aim at them.
All right, so let's do that athletics check, and let's do athletics and violence instead of gun.
Athletics and violence is 7 die.
Nice. And you're going to have a negative
And a computer
4
die.
and a computer die. So 7. So you roll 3 die and a computer die.
Oh, 3 die then. Okay.
Yeah,
I see
because
what
you're still going to have a very difficult time perspective-wise knowing where you need to jump over these.
Ooh, a 5 and a 6.
Nice.
Computer was
Computer
a
die?
5.
The 5? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. You leap well over these bodies. You get a very great perspective of where you are. You jump down in there, you look, and you're looking back through Roy and Throbby's viewfinders, and you sort of see where put your perspective in there, and you take out one of the infrareds, blowing his head clean off all over the bubbly machine.
So I guess we can see this one infrared's viewfinder just go dark suddenly, or
It just goes dark. Yes, right. So
Yeah.
the viewfinder is going to, and then you still have a gap where
Oh,
it
of
is
course.
a black
And I,
area.
It's just a blank
I
spot
shout
now.
after his head explodes. See, a mutant! I knew it!
Okay, so now we go to Can.
I'm pretty skittish, and I'm still down on the floor. So I think I will kind of hide. Who's down there with Throbby, and a couple guards are down there with me?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and like hide behind them, and like as
All right.
close to like a wall or out of the way as I can be. And I think I will try and fire out over top of whoever I'm hiding behind. Are there like mirrors or reflective surfaces in this room?
Sure. There's
Like
it's like
security
a
mirror.
regular cafeteria, so there's probably back into like where things get made in some two-way mirrors and glass like that. Yeah.
Where I'm laying on the floor, I'm hoping I can see a mirror that I could shoot off of and have the laser reflect and hit one of the infrareds.
That's a great idea, but you're going to have to see somebody seeing the mirror to be able to do that.
I'm going to grab Throbby's face and point him towards the mirror.
Perfect. I like it. Okay, so we need you, and I'm going to need you to, let's see, how would you like to do it?
Brains and science.
How are you getting,
science for using the angles?
How are you getting, well,
about
first you're going to have
guns?
to grab his head and face it in the direction that you need, and then I'll give you some advantage. If you can do that, I'll give you a great advantage on your gun skills. So what do you want to do to be able to get his head pointed where you need it?
It's going to have to be a really, really, really good advantage on my gun skills. So I'm going to just put my hands on his face.
Are you
'cause
talking
he's
to
right there
him? Are
with
you
me.
saying anything to him?
Yeah, I'm going to. Give me a chance. I gotta think of what I'm gonna say. Put my hands on his face and be like, okay, I need you to look for me. I need a reflective surface so I can shoot my gun. So I can banker shot it. That's not the word I want, is it?
I have no idea.
Bank shot. When I bank shot it.
Well, I've never met a banker, but okay. I'll start looking around.
Okay, tell me your stat and your skill that you want to use to be able to do that.
I want to use brains and science.
Okay, so I'm going to lie. You move his head, and you can see
Yeah.
better. So you want to use brains and science to shoot a gun to ricochet off to hit an infrared.
Yes.
So how are you using? Are you saying that your
Science, geometry is science, right?
Physics. A vector bouncing off a mirror.
Yes, science. Like you said.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you use science and mechanics.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
That gives me a 4.
All right. And okay, I won't give you the -2 at this point. So I'll let you give you 4 die and a computer die. That's pretty damn good.
Oh, I have 1 success.
Okay, so you shoot, it ricochets off, shoots down in, and hits one of the infrareds, but it only grazes him, and then he doesn't look like he's damaged all that much. And they all come running up over, pushing the tables out of the way. One running away the opposite direction, another one running, trying to get out the door. They know they're going to be murdered. And the other one sort of hides down over by one of the machines. And one of the guards jumps up, and you can see he's sort of looking around in different directions, also looking through the screen, and he is trying to shoot the infrared that's running for the door. So as you see the sort of the focus of his viewfinder and the gun, it comes around, and you see the one guy running towards the door, and he shoots. And I want Throbby to give me some kind of a check to be able to avoid potentially getting shot.
Crap.
Or you can react or do something else.
Right. Well, I'm quite stealthy. I try to lay as flat as possible on the floor.
I'll give you that.
Be out of
I'll give you
sight.
stealthy. You see this on the viewfinder. It's coming towards you. You sort of know what's going to happen. So you use stealth and what? How about brains?
Okay. All right, well...
Because you're figuring
sure,
this out.
Sure. Okay, well, that's a total of 5 because I have 0 in brains, but I have 5
Oh,
stealth.
very nice. Very nice. Okay.
Super sneaky.
0 brains. The 2 of us.
Oh, computer die is a 6 with 3
Oh.
successes.
Okay, so you easily fall down to the ground, and at that point in time, up on your screen pops a little picture of the computer eye that comes out and goes, "Hey, buddy, how's it going, number 1?
Hello, computer!
Fantastic. Got those boxes on their way, I assume?
There's actually a bit of trouble.
Oh my, I don't like oh my god. Looking through your viewfinder here, looks like there's quite a bit of trouble
I don't believe any
going
of
on
these
there.
people filled out the proper paperwork.
Oh, we can't have that. What's going on here? This does not look good. What are you doing here?
Just following a blues directive.
A blues directive. What did the blue tell you to do?
Leave him be gone. I'm sure you can see him on one of these screens. He's very loud. We just have to take care of these infrareds.
Oh, take care. Are they traitors? What were they doing? Something that is not good for Alpha Complex?
I mean, if you look at the state of this cafeteria, they're very unhygienic.
Oh, that's not good at all. That's not it. Did you take these guys out? Oh my God, what's going on here? This is terrible.
I personally haven't hit anybody, but it is my job to make sure that everything is clean and running fine for my team, and of course, in the best interest of Alpha Complex.
Is there anything I can do for you? To help out here?
Well, I would just like to finish the task that you set us on and deliver these boxes. That's all I want to do. Perhaps you could get rid of this conference call.
So on your screen, you go, no problem. On your screen, almost all of them go away.
Oh, wow.
There's still a couple. You see a scrub bot down in the corner that is going down this pathway, and you see pieces of the stuff that fell out of the boxes that you were carrying, and the scrub bot's little brushes are going towards these little pieces, and God forbid it gets to them, because it could shoot them off into some kind of direction or suck them up. So you can still see that scrub bot working down in the corner. Okay, pal. Hope everything works out. Let me know. And boop, he's gone.
All right.
Okay, so now we are at Bill at Roy.
Can I see this scrubbot feed?
Yeah, all of you can see the scrub bot.
Can I see myself in any of the screens?
No. I'm sorry. You can look at other people's screens and see you occasionally.
How far?
I mean, everybody's moving and looking at different things. So,
how far is this scrubbot for me based on my estimations from looking at the different viewfinders?
The scrub bot's in a different room.
Ugh, that's bad. So Roy is very stressed out by the fact that this scrubbot is gonna wreck these pieces that are strewn all over the place. The box contents. Oh boy.
Boy, oh Roy. What you gonna do?
Roy's gonna try and make it out of this room to try and rescue these artifacts from the boxes that are gonna get scrubbed. So he'd like to try and make a dash for the door.
All right. How would you like to do it? Are you gonna use somebody else as a camera? Or are you gonna try to? Oh, you tell me.
I think I'm just going to try and gauge based on looking at myself in the feed, and I think I feel like I've got a decent idea of I just entered the room through the door, and if I can kind of see myself in one of these feeds, I should be able to get a decent bearing and direction, and I'm just gonna, at a brisk pace, head that direction. I'm not gonna take anyone with me.
So what were you using? Stats and skills?
I think it's probably brains or mechanics, really. I mean, I think brains, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how this is all working and get an idea for...
I mean, you guys are getting better and better at using these screens to be able to do the things that you
Yeah. Any of the stats that apply to this, I've got huge negatives in.
Yeah, that's. I'm running into that problem quite a bit myself.
I should have thought about what I was gonna. I should have looked at my stats before I decided what I was gonna do.
Your stats should dictate some of your personality. That's what I'm playing it like.
Well, I mean, Faltern's meticulous and helpful.
Not Faltern. Roy.
Roy is meticulous and helpful, and he does not want to see these things get wrecked. I think it's brains and alpha complex.
I like it.
I don't, because I have a -4 in alpha complex, but...
Okay, so you're rolling how many, so what's your total?
So brains is 1, alpha complex is -4.
So you're -3, so you roll 3 die, and the computer die.
Well.
I got 2 successes, 1 fail, and computer dies at 2.
Well, 2 successes is enough for you to be able to do what you wanted to do. You ran through the doorway, pushed people out of the way, they sort of knock you around, you sort of slide out, and you run into one of the infrareds on your way, knocking him down, and you sort of spin over, and you hear this snap. And as you look back up and look through, somebody looking through the door, you see that you've just accidentally snapped this poor infrared's neck, and you're laying on top.
Wow.
But from everybody else's perspective, this was amazing. It was like you had it all planned out. You dove over the bodies, ran, grabbed the guy, got him up underneath your arm, and snapped his neck like a pro. Everybody is amazed and impressed.
All right, perfect. So I'm headed. I'm
Wow,
going to try and
Roy.
locate this bot and save the parts that are on the ground.
Okay, so as you're sort of looking through the screen after you get done taking this guy out, you sort of notice that it is over by where the trucks were. And where suddenly everybody's screen sort of fuzz and comes back to where you only see the scrub bot down in the corner. And everybody can now see semi-normally again.
You said where the trucks were?
That's right.
They're not there no more.
No. So
Oh, no.
we'll go to where you guys now are in the room.
You're so fucked.
There are 3 guards, or whatever we call them,
Goons.
goons, and
In the original room?
in the cafeteria room.
Oh, we're in the cafeteria. Okay.
And you hear another shot, and the last infrared drops. And now the goons can see, and they took out the last guy. So all the infrareds are dead. One of the guards is dead. The bouncy beverage machines are spewing bouncy beverage all over the place. The place is a nightmare of a wreck. You walk out, you sort of have an idea of where the scrub bot is, and looking at it in the viewfinder, you see it going towards some pieces of office equipment, small little pieces that fell out of the truck earlier, and it's going to be sucked up. And you look over and see that there is a large scrub bot, and in the back of that scrub bot is the body of Leave and Be Gone.
Oh, my goodness.
This is the scrub bot that I'm headed towards.
Yes, the Leave and Be Gone's corpse is in the scrub bot's messy things holder in the back of. It looks like it had been taken out by a robot of some kind, and the truck.
Leave and Be Gone was the blue jumpsuit guy that came in and said that the things needed to be their evidence.
That's right. So, what would you like to do?
I would like to get the smaller scrub bot and put it into the cafeteria to hope it cleans up some of the blood.
Okay. So there are a number of small scrub bots around.
Oh, great. I'll get as many as I can then.
Okay, so you go over, and there are some small scrub bots that get down into the corners that have like little scrubbies on there. They can get right on the woodwork,
Okay.
kind of thing. And then there are bigger ones that would like take up an aisleway.
Oh,
right,
okay,
that
okay,
would
great.
And the big one's the one that's got the body in the back.
I would I'll like to look around at us, the 4 of us, and anyone that's kind of covered and stuff. I would like to take one of the smaller scrub bots and just kind of give them a once over to try to get them clean and make sure they're being hygienic.
Absolutely. Well, one of the goons is definitely bloody, and I don't think Roy actually had anything explode all over him, right? But I would think that's what has a little bit of that remnants of the guard's arm blood all over. It squirted out. I mean, under high pressure, just right across her torso.
It kind of blends in with my red jumpsuit.
That's what holds still. You got a little bit of that guard chutzpah all over you.
Just smile and yeah. I appreciate your loyalty.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah, I would like to use a mutant power.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to run into the other room where the small bot is trying to go after the office equipment.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my anomaly power,
All right.
which says I can spend 1 moxie to make things happen. I can't control what happens. The GM does, but they're generally beneficial to me.
Okay.
In the past, they've been exploding heads, reversed gravity, time dilation, gigantism, and memory holes. The harder I concentrate, the bigger the effect.
Wow.
So you see the scrub bots going towards this. There's a couple paper clips that are next to the road where they had been dropped out of the box when Throbby was loading it into the box. And as you use your mutant power, you sort of using your mind, so nobody else really knows that you're doing this. And you see that the scrub bot sort of spins a little bit and hits the paper clips in just the right angle to be able to shoot them back, and you catch them in your hand.
Yes. Did you see that? That was cool, wasn't it?
And right at that point, everybody's screen comes up. Hey, loyal troubleshooters. It's time to report your success. Provide me some information. Let me know how the mission's going. Have you got that stuff all on its way to the proper place?
All the trucks are gone. Look, they've taken off.
Oh, great. So why aren't you guys with them? You're on the list.
We were trying to clean up the cafeteria. It's a mess right now.
We're on our way now. We're going.
That wasn't part of the mission. So why are you cleaning up the cafeteria?
I just thought you would appreciate the loyalty. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course I appreciate any loyal. Friend Computer is here for you. It's
Well,
a
I was just
two-way
trying to be
street.
loyal to you. Yep. Okay.
We'll get some other troubleshooters to clean up that unfortunate mess that I heard about earlier. But you guys, not with the trucks, not good. Tell you what I'm gonna do. You gotta be able to stay on target. I'm here to help you guys learn. Do you want to make yellow?
Yes.
You all,
yes.
you all
yeah.
look like
that.
you're. I mean, number one, you want to make yellow, buddy?
If you're offering, I do quite like being.
Oh
around.
no! I'm offering to help you, to teach and help you learn how to be better with Friend Computer, to be able to trust you enough to know that when I give a troubleshooter something to do, that they 100% are on board. It's the best Stimker Alpha Complex. So you all understand why I'm going to have to give you all a treason star. Just because you're not really following directions that you need to follow. And I hope this really gets you guys back on track. Do y'all think this is a good
friend,
lesson learned?
I appreciate
Yes,
any
of course it was.
any opportunity to learn is fantastic.
Am I still number one?
Well, you are in my book right now, buddy. I mean, I liked how you let me know how things were going on earlier. You know, you weren't just keeping these things, keeping secrets is pretty treasonous. We don't want that. Hey, number one, while I got you, everything on the up and up here? It seems like things are not going as planned.
I think everything's great. I mean, you've already given us our stars for not doing our part.
Yeah.
As
As it
Can
should be,
said,
right?
the trucks they have left.
And they're going to the warehouse?
They've definitely left, yeah.
So, Can, you guys, how you gonna get? You need to get to the warehouse, but at the same time as the trucks do.
We will do that. We will make sure it's happened.
Okay. Well, I hope you all learned something from this little interaction.
We always learn from you.
I look forward to hearing from you guys when everything's delivered to the proper location.
Sounds good.
See ya.
I am
recording, and I am
recording.
recording the Zoom.
I'm recording. Oh, there we go.
Record
Had to
on this
unmute
computer.
myself.
Hey, the Zoom's being recorded.
Uh-oh. Penis.
Oh, goodness.
Vagina.
Mods? Where are the mods?
Yeah.
All right, let's do the clap.
Can I has mod?
3, 2, 1.